Thank you for clicking on Ripples. I'm BJ Austin, retired reporter and anchor for public radio in North Texas, and with me is Norman Stolpe, retired minister and author of the new book, Ripples. Now, I think this is a special book. It's a collection of just heartwarming and inspirational and thought provoking stories, encounters that Norm has had on the road to life. Some of them are directly related to his church, some of them are family, some of them are folks that maybe you wouldn't normally encounter, but certainly have something to tell us and create their own ripples. So, welcome, Norm.
Well, thank you.
I want to start by asking you, how did the book Ripples come about?
Well, it's good to be here with you on this rainy afternoon.
Thank you.
And maybe that reminds us of ripples just a little bit, the water drips. But I had been talking with my friend Tom Irwin about some of my frustrations as a pastor. And I said, sometimes when I preach, I feel like I'm throwing a pebble out in a pond and it goes down, sinks to the bottom, doesn't even leave a ripple. And a couple weeks later, a little box shows up at my office in the mail, and I open it, and it's a desktop battery-powered water fountain with a little note in it from Tom that says, I want you to know that you leave ripples in my life.
Oh, that's really sweet.
It was.
And it had to be gratifying.
It was. It really helped me to kind of step back again from my frustration and realize that sometimes even when I'm not aware of it, other people are being affected. And then it's not just me. I mean, I received a ripple from Tom and recognizing that other people are doing things. It's not just me.
I noticed as I read the book that there is an arc to the collection of stories. They're divided into certain chapters, and it's kind of the arc of our lives. It starts with when we were young, has a wonderful story about some chicanery in the organ loft, some changing of the pipes. So the Sunday morning service started off very discordant.
Yes, that's for sure. And that was my oldest son, the one who had a reputation for never getting in trouble.
Dum, dum, dum. That was a ripple, wasn't it?
It sure was.
You begin each chapter with a really thoughtful, eloquent scene setter. And I was wondering if you might read the beginning of the chapter entitled Unexpected Companions.
Sure. Teachers, salesmen and saleswomen, politicians, artists and authors are all hoping to influence other people, just as pastors are. People who are not in positions of influence are easily overlooked, and some folk are even dismissed as insignificant. Yet they, too, share profound human longings from which come epiphanies for those who pay attention.
And that's the key, isn't it? Paying attention. How can we in our daily lives better recognize the ripples we send out and the ripples that come to us?
Well, I think that's really why I wrote these stories, because I hope that people, when they read them, will go, oh, something like that happened to me, or I knew somebody like that, and start getting you going, yes, I'm paying attention. I remember that, or you come along to a new encounter later in the day or the week or the month, and you go, oh, yes, pay attention here. There's a ripple there.
To buy a copy of Ripples, Norm's new book, you can certainly go to normstolpe.com. That's Norm, STOLPE.com. And please be sure to check out our other YouTube videos on Norm's new book, Ripples.